Maria Sharapova, whose full name is Maria Yuryevna Sharapova, was born on April 19, 1987, in Nyagan, Russia. She is a Russian tennis player who won 5 Grand Slam titles and was one of the sport's top competitors in the early 21st century. Let's have a clear discussion about Maria Sharapova Tennis Lifestyle. New man, new mansion, big money. Early Sharapova started playing tennis at a young age, and in 1993, she drew the eye of the American tennis player Martina Navratilova, who was born in the Czech Republic. Sharapova and her father relocated to Florida in 1994 on the Navratilova's advice and was soon received a tennis academy scholarship. She began her professional career in 2001 when she was just 14 years old. Sharapova's dominant play style and her size, she eventually stood at 6 feet 2 inches. The power game that was becoming popular in women's tennis at the time, 1.88 meters. She participated in every Grand Slam competition in 2003, and her greatest performance came at Wimbledon, where she advanced to the 4th round. She won her first Women's Tennis Association title in Quebec City and Tokyo that year. She won her maiden Grand Slam in 2004 after defeating Serena Williams in the Wimbledon Championship match. After making the semi-finals at the Australian Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open the following year, Sharapova attained the top ranking for the first time in her career. She won the later competition in 2006, and at the Australian Open in 2008, she won her 3rd Grand Slam. Before we dive deeper, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to know more amazing facts. Let's continue. Sharapova was later identified as having a damaged rotator cuff, which ultimately necessitated surgery. Midway through 2009, she returned to the court, and over the following 2 seasons, she won several WTA titles, while failing to win a Grand Slam title. Sharapova's best performance came in 2011, when she lost the Wimbledon finals. However, she found her form again in 2012, winning the French Open to become just the 7th female player to compete a career Grand Slam in the Open era. She won a silver medal at the London Olympics in the same year. After a strong start to 2013, highlighted by a trip to the French Open final, which she lost Serena Williams in, Sharapova was forced to miss the remaining 6 months of the year due to a shoulder injury. 2014 saw her come back to the competitive play, and she won her 5th Grand Slam when she won the French Open. Sharapova said in March 2016 that she had used the cardiac drug meldonium, sold under the brand name Meldronate, which had just been added to the World Anti-Doping Agency's list of the prohibited substances during the Australian Open earlier in the year. She failed a drug test due to meldonium 3 months later, and as a result, the International Tennis Federation prohibited her from tennis for 2 years. After an appeal, her suspension was cut to 15 months. In April 2017, Sharapova rejoined the WTA Tour. She fought to restore her shape, though, and her bruises persisted. She declared her retirement in 2020. 2017 saw the release of her autobiography, Unstoppable: My Life So Far, which she co-wrote with Rich Cohen. Maria Sharapova rejoins the ranks of the Forbes list of the wealthiest self-made women under the age of 40 in 2022 after falling off in 2021. The 5-time Grand Slam champion, who has an estimated net worth of $220 million, is the 7th youngest woman to make the list. Her own candy company, Sugarpoa, and endorsements from the well-known companies like Nike, Porsche, and Avian are some of the primary factors in the Russians' wealth. Since 2021, the former world number 1 has also acquired ownership stakes in the firms like Total, and investment websites like public.com, giving her income a significant boost. This year, Sharapova joined the Moncler Board of Directors, adding to her already vast riches. 35-year-old in the 97th wealthiest self-made woman. With a $260 million net worth, 23-time Grand Slam champion Serena Williams topped the list. Despite turning 40 in September, Maria Sharapova remains the only tennis player under 40. Maria Sharapova won $38,777,962 off the court after retiring from the tennis in 2020. Only Serena Williams, $94.5 million, Venus Williams, $42.3 million, and Simona Halep, $38.9 million have earned more from the WTA play. Sharapova is one of just 10 women to have completed the career slam, winning titles at each of the 4 Grand Slam tournaments, one at each of the Australian Open, Wimbledon, US Open, and French Open, and 2 at the French Open. She is the only Russian to have accomplished the feat as well. She won a 2012 Summer Olympics silver medal in Rio de Janeiro. The third-seeded 35-year-old defeated Sabine Lisicki and Kim Clijsters before losing to Serena Williams in the final. Sharapova has 36 WTA Tour singles titles, including 14 Tier 1 Premier 1 finals and 1. Since retiring, the Russian has been a businesswoman and a fashion celebrity, and she recently announced her first pregnancy. In 2018, the 5-time Grand Slam champion began dating British businessman Alexander Gilkes, and they're engaged in 2020. It's fair to say that Maria Sharapova had a lot of success in her life off the court throughout her tennis career. Alexander Gilkes, a businessman within Eton education, and the 5-time Grand Slam champion are currently engaged. 2018 saw the start of the Sharapova and Gilkes relationship as the Russian star was nearing the end of her professional playing career. The 35 years old was proposed to by the British businessman 2 years after they started dating, and the couple has been engaged ever since. At the conclusion of 2020, Sharapova announced their engagement on Instagram by posting a collection of their togetherness-related images and videos. "I said yes from the first day we met," the 4.4 million follower Russian woman stated in a post. Pool placement is calculated to delight. Turn around from the dining table or sofa and jump into the water when the living dining room sliding doors are open. This rich tennis star is currently holding a net worth of $196 million. It seems that we have covered pretty much everything in this video. Let us know what do you think about her in the comments. Goodbye.